Alright, we're going Craggy Cliff to try to get the bunker chest in the bottom of the garage thing. I think that guy had the same idea, so I know he's gonna come down to try to spawn fight me. The bunker chest in there. All we find is the harpoon gun, so what I'm thinking right now is I'm just gonna jump out over this guy's head. Harpoon him once. This guy gets me. Decides he's gonna pickaxe me. Doesn't hit me. I'm not sure what happened with that guy, but he should have probably just kept shooting me. As a mistake on his part. So now we just keep looting, and then I'll skip to some of this endgame stuff over here. Alright. So we rotated actually all the way around to the outside of Misty Meadows through both of those first two storm circles from Craggy Cliffs. Trying to take the path where I think the least amount of people are going to be. Which usually goes pretty normally. There might be one person doing the same thing, but usually there's not. As I'm coming up here, I think there's a guy in here because there's a few builds that were getting put over here, so I think there was a guy that was right here, and as I was coming up, he heard me. So I think there's a guy on the east side. West side. Now I see you coming up. Finishing with AR shots. Pretty easily. Not sure what that guy was doing, but, you know, sometimes not really sure what I'm doing. The rest of this game is also mostly moving zones, so we just keep trying to look around finding people. I see this guy fighting the T-Rex, and I know nobody's probably looking through the window to fight me, so I'm just going to try to let go of one. I'm shooting him with an arrow because it's a lot less likely that I'll know where it's coming from. Not quite a headshot, but still a good shot for a tag. So now I'm trying to rotate to the right side of the circle because there'll be less people congesting in that area. I see a couple people over there for some reason. Everybody's on this south side of the map in Misty. Like you can see it on the mini-map, there's two guys at the little spire thing. There's three guys still inside of Misty. One guy on that hill. I just expand to make sure nobody starts shooting at me. Usually when you create one box, people start shooting at you more, so I try to like expand into two. I was gonna go up in the roof, but I knew there was only a couple people over in this direction for some reason, and this other guy's trying to get beside me. Alright, so I see that we didn't really pull zone. We're not in too bad of a position, but there's a couple people between us. They are down by the front of the river that I noticed on the left there. So as I see that they're probably preoccupied with each other, I just start blocking off in case somebody starts shooting at me from that direction. There is nobody behind me right now, so that was a safe play because the storm is behind me. Using some of the natural pieces of whatever, furniture and walls and trees to get out of the way. I start trying to shoot this guy down over the road here. I don't know why he doesn't open the window to try to shoot back. Playing very passively. I hear a guy behind me, that's why I started building up. It's that guy that snuck up behind me from over back on top of that hill that I beamed with the arrow. So I wait to see if this guy starts building up to me. Eventually I start to think about dropping down because I'm getting kind of high up and I'm not over the water yet. So so if I fall down, then I see this guy, so I just try to keep high ground on him. Get him, still shoot a blank into a pump, but still finish him with the gold scar. I still swear I hit him with that pump shot. Alright, 4 guys left. Right now I have max materials, so it's okay to kind of start burning a few mats. I'm gonna try to go down low ground and pick up a little bit. My goal here is to try to get to the far right side because everybody's on the left side. So I dropped down to go under that bridge. I was gonna potentially think about taking that boat across while they were preoccupied with each other. So I get underneath the bridge after I go over it here. Hide behind some of these wood for 8x8s in the ground there. Take a little bit of stun damage just to avoid it, and then see that they're fighting each other. This guy's trying to just full tarp. I'm not gonna waste material, I'm just gonna get to the other side of zone, get a front of zone, start cranking up over and take high ground from them. Then I try to hold them in storm a little bit. There's one guy on the bottom because I think the two guys on the bottom took each other out while the guy on high ground was. I think they're both on low ground now. So now that I'm over the water, I don't mind too much on high ground. Now this guy stops. He doesn't know where I am. I just kept building over him. I take a couple ticks of storm damage, keeping high ground over the water. I'm not worried about reinforcing it too much, just because I'm over the water, so if I fall down, it's whatever it is. I won't take any fall damage. Now, I think I'm gonna do damage to this guy, so I jump down, tag, and just try to run at him. Right here, I should have built. I should have shot the shotgun, built a wall, taken out the AR, or waited and taken another shotgun shot. That was my bad.